Okay, I am now recording. Let me get Epic Pen up. Hello. It was clear tonight. I figured, what the heck, let me put my sweatshirt on to keep my chest warm, and it's going to be a close approach. It's not going to be occulted here, but figured, what the heck. And this is the BRC 16 at f8 and the DS24C Tech. That's the full field of view with this camera and this sensor. Oh, let me change left, east, and west. Go down a little bit. I know I had posted a link from Griffith Observatory out there in Los Angeles. They're doing a live broadcast, as are a few other places, but I figured, let me see what I can do from here. I'm also doing a screen capture video right now. This is the SkyTools chart. For 850. That's what they were saying. It's because it's about 17 arc minutes in size, it would take about 30 seconds to disappear. Mars will not be occulted here. I'm too far southeast, so I miss the occultation. I mean, I could... And you can see there's some nice detail on Mars. It's just so small compared to the Moon. Hi, Dino. Ply. Actually, I think now the Moon is actually moving away from... Let me go minutes. I'm going to go to a 5-minute advance and see where we are. 5. Actually, it says at about 9:25 it's going to be as close as it gets, and it's going to be right below Tycho. There's the full field of view. Maybe I'll move the image up. And put Tycho towards the center. Okay, so I'm centered on Tycho now. Okay. Yeah, I started looking at SkyTools about a week ago when it said there was going to be a lunar occultation of Mars, and I realized that was not going to happen here. If I was in northwest Louisiana near Shreveport, it would have gotten occulted, and a little bit the further northwest you get from there, the more coverage there is. Rusty would have gotten a nice occultation up in Oklahoma, but it's raining where he is right now. When I looked up to see the moon and Mars, initially I couldn't see Mars because it was in the glare of the moon. Let me see if I can do an ROI. Okay, here's an ROI. I'm going to go walk off to my garage and get a soft drink out of the refrigerator. Be right back. I'm back. Decided to get a Gatorade. Hopefully I'm still alive. Let's see, let me make sure I'm still live. Let me refresh the browser. Oh, there's me. There's split cam. Okay. That's about 150 zoomed on Mars. I was actually focusing on the moon and not. Let's see if I can tweak it a little bit. Right now I'm at minimum gain, 10 millisecond exposure. Back to the full camera sensor. Should still be in, yeah, I'm on lunar rate. The bit rate. Just went to 14-bit. I had set a white balance earlier. Color adjustments are all at default. High frame rate, color, okay, sharpen. Oh, I don't even know if I have the cooler on. Yeah, the cooler's on. Conversion is low conversion. Heater should be, let me go just to a quarter heater. Let me push the sharpness up to about 50. Let me see if I can see this on my iPhone. Log in. What is my password? Okay. What's my Live Skies password? Okay. and I can see it on my iPhone. Sorry for the feedback. According to let me look at what time is it now? It's 9 o'clock. Let's see if I want to. See, this is Tycho, the moon, at 9:23 my time. That's in 19 minutes. See, the current time would be, the moon is so I must have it flipped a little bit. Yeah, I do have it flipped. Okay. So I gotta. Okay. I got it right now. Welcome everybody. I wasn't going to do a broadcast tonight, but it was clear. I figured, let me see what I can see. I'm going to go down to the region of interest again. Tycho in one corner and Mars in the other. There it is. I'm going to let my sister-in-law know I'm broadcasting. I sent her a text earlier. Just let my sister-in-law know I'm doing this live now. She has a couple of grandkids that are really space fanatics. Yeah, Russell, we don't get an occultation here. We're too far southeast. We're outside of the occultation path. I'd have to be about 250 miles northwest of here in the north corner of Louisiana to actually get an occultation. The weather's been so iffy lately. When I saw it was clear, I told the wife I was just going to come on out and see what I could see. How high is this right now? I'm 54 degrees up. How you doing, Lazo? No occultation here, just a close pass-by. See, the atmosphere is a little unsteady. You can tell. Whoa, good question. Let me see if I can call up camera view. I went to VRC 16. I don't have a true field of view. Let me go to the full view. This is the default size. So you figure the moon is roughly a half a degree across. As I said, we do not have an occultation here. I am too far southeast of the path to actually get an occultation. It'll be about as close as it gets in about 13-14 minutes. I would have to be in Texas or Oklahoma to actually get an occultation. Let me do something real quick though. See, options, preferences, auto capture, capture an image every 15 seconds and save it to the desktop. Okay, apply, okay, auto capture. So I'm going to start auto capturing images. And here is you can see right now I've captured one so far. I just captured the second. So it's capturing an image every 15 seconds and saving it to a folder. go back to the region of interest. Who's that? My sister-in-law, she said thanks. See if the grandkids are up so they could watch this. Okay, apply. Hi, Rusty. Okay, for some reason it did not. Did it freeze? So the image is there, they're just the region of interest wasn't working. Okay. Let me restart the camera. Camera restart. Okay. Let's try an ROI now. Now it works. Yeah, if I adjust the exposure to get Mars a little bit better, then I'll blow out the moon. This is probably the most stable the atmosphere has been in a long time here. Let me go back to auto capture. Okay. Yeah, your Mars the other night was looking real good too, Rusty. I think there's similar features coming on now because of the rotation period being pretty close. If I had a Barlow in and I was looking just at Mars, it'd be interesting. I don't think auto capture stops the field of view change. What I did is I had to restart the camera because the region of interest wasn't working. So I stopped the camera and restarted it, then set a new region of interest, and then restarted the auto capture. It kind of lost where it was. According to, I'm looking at Sky Tools. Let me advance it. What time is it now? It's pretty close to its closest approach of Mars to the moon right now. me go back to max view. Oh, if I'm auto capturing, I gotta stop the auto capture before I can go back to full field. Okay. Oop, a little bit too far down. But that's the full camera sensor. Mine will do it every now and then. This is the 24 with the full 35mm sensor size. I know Rock is slowly getting stuff back together in his shop. They didn't quite pack everything the way they were supposed to, so he was looking for components to build a camera for me, and he ended up having to order all new components because he couldn't find the ones he had. Well, when you combine the fact that he had to move his shop and then he had issues with his septic system at the house, that almost made him have to vacate the property. It's been a mess. I think they finally are getting the septic system under control. They had to replace the tank and disinfecting the ground with lime and you name it. Put HEPA filters in the house, and Service Masters was there, and it's been everything at one time. Hi, Grumbo and Howard. We're just about at the time of closest approach. Yeah, they were supposed to mark all the boxes, and they didn't. Today, Micheline was in the shop with him, helping him look for some stuff. He found most of the components he needs to build there's a Junior Pro EX that somebody just paid me for that he'll be making this weekend and shipping to me next week. But if I was about 300 miles further northwest, we'd have an occultation going on, but from here, this is what we get, a close approach. I'd love to know what those craters are on the lunar limb. Considering the magnification and how much I'm zoomed in, yeah, Laza, I got it. I don't have a map that shows what those craters are. They don't show in Sky Tools. But it's between Tycho and Mars. Where's my virtual moon atlas? Virtual moon atlas. Let's see. Okay, so there's Tycho there. Here's the ray. With this sun angle, it's really hard to tell what those craters are. Let me stop the auto capture and go back to full. You know, we started this Mars was about over here, so let's see, I gotta be able to mark that. And Mars was somewhere right about here. So it's a relative motion, probably about a half a degree in the time we've been watching. I don't know if I can get anything better on the moon. I mean on Mars. Sheesh. Let me try focusing. Nope. Let's go to 16 milliseconds. Not bad for region of interest zoomed to 200%. Possibly not. Let me go back to probably not, because then let's see, where's my flip? See, normally that would be on the left, the right side, see a crises and whatever. Let me drop the exposure down back to 10. So I think that is the orientation. What do you think? That's as much of the moon as I can show with this chip, unless I put a focal reducer in. I can get the full width, but not the full height. So let me get Mars back in the field of view. There it is, right below it. And go back to auto capturing a few more. Undo the flip right here. Okay, undid the flip. Which puts Grimaldi on the right edge and Tycho at the bottom. And what is that crater at the top?
The telescope is slewing.
Oh, I didn't want
Slew
to.
complete.
I didn't want to do that. I dragged the telescope box with on Sky Tools and it moved the mount. So no. Move east and west. Put it back where it was. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to call it quits because we're not going to have an occultation here. I just wanted to be able to say I watched Mars glide by the moon. I think it showed up pretty well. I'm glad I had so many people that were able to join in with me. And I'm going to go inside, take my nighttime dose of NyQuil, and work on my chest cold some more. Y'all have a good evening. I'm signing off for now. Perfect. Really nice. Capture, stop capture. Let me stop the recording.